Okay.
He's the one who set this thing up. He better fucking be.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just had a small get together.
Mhm.
And my brother-in-law came over, some friends came over, and we just watched movies. We watched Space Truckers.
Explain that. Elaborate more on this.
Have you ever, the movie Alien?
Yeah.
It's that, but with killer robots instead.
Okay.
It has Dennis Hopper in it,
Okay.
the guy who had played Tywin Lannister,
Okay.
and a couple of other people that I can't remember, but it was about this evil guy built these killer robots
Yeah.
to
Johnny.
take over the world. Hey, John. How's it going? I cannot hear you. You are completely mute.
Oh no.
Cannot hear you.
It sounds okay.
It's not,
sick bird.
yeah, you sound great, John.
It sounds better with the mic off anyway.
There we go.
Probably, yeah. There we go.
There he is. There's the sultry sounds of Johnny W.
Power of my fancy mic.
There's the smooth jazz of John Westa.
Smooth sounds of Johnny W. coming at you.
So what's up, Cosmos 2026? Besides weird movies starring Tywin Lannister,
it's a weird, yes, Space Truckers. It was from like 1998.
Nice. You know what sci-fi movie I miss? There's two actual sci-fi movies that I miss, and I can never find them. I look maybe like every 2 months on streaming platforms, Tubi or whatever, just to see if it pops up. There are two movies that I loved growing up, and I cannot find them. We might have actually talked about at least one of them. One of them is Dennis. Darn it, I'm having trouble remembering his name. Lou Gossett Jr. and Dennis. Can't remember his last name. Enemy Mine.
I remember that one.
Remember that movie where they were an alien race was Lou Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid was a human, and they were fighting in the future, and they end up crash landing on this deserted planet, and they are essentially marooned on this planet together, and they learn to get along, and they learn each other's languages, and they learn to, then the soldier that's there, Lou Gossett Jr.'s character is pregnant, so he has a baby, and then he dies, and spoilers. They end up like really loving each other. They form this camaraderie. It's a really good movie, but I think I
do remember that one. Is that the one where he like breathes through his skin or something weird?
He's got the little poofies.
Yeah,
little boom booms. Oh, yeah, the little
poofies. That's the only thing I remember from that movie, and I was horrified.
It was a little freaky. The makeup, was great on the movie. Like the whole movie was
that was Lou Gossett Jr.
Lou Gossett Jr. Yeah. And then there was another one. See if you remember this one. It was Mandy Patinkin and James Caan. So, I mean, right there, you got powerhouses. Alien Nation.
I do remember that one.
Yeah, they had a TV show.
I know that movie. I've never seen.
I remember the TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved the movie and the TV show. I watched them both, but I can never find those two movies anywhere. If I like look through like bins of CDs or DVDs in like random Walmarts just to like maybe find it somewhere, can't find it anywhere.
Some things are better left in your memory. Maybe that's the lesson here.
I mean, I guess.
That dragon.
I like the movie Zetro. That movie's left in my memory, but I can never find that one either.
Yeah, which one?
Zetro. I don't remember.
Zetro.
It's okay if nobody's ever heard of it because nobody's really in it. Okay. It's from 1983, and I saw it like I think it was just on the Sci-Fi Channel when I was little. Yeah. But it's about like this guy or this woman who gives birth to this blob thing. Because she's impregnated by an alien, and it shoots out of her, and it eats a dog, and it just starts eating people. And for the life of me, I can never find this movie.
Zetro?
Zetro, XTRO. And truthfully, the only scene I ever remember, or the two scenes I only remember from it, is the alien eats a guy's eyeball, like right out of his socket. They're just talking, and the alien literally leans over and eats the guy's eyeball, and then walks away and acts like nothing happened. And then the dog gets eaten by the blob.
Okay.
As well. And that's it. Other than that, never find that movie.
You convinced me to try to find that movie now.
Yeah. You can find it. I assume. I mean,
add it to the list.
Yeah.
Yep. Add it to the list of movies you could find. Maybe we could find it on VHS. Yeah, I don't even think they made a Blu-ray. Oh, they did. Huh. I don't want to spend $22.
Do you have a VHS player and a Blu-ray player to be able to play it on, even if you do find them?
I have a combo. I have a Blu-ray player and VHS combo.
This guy's bragging. This guy brags. He's such a bragger.
I don't have that.
You have the one with like VHS player TV.
Gotta go to the thrift store.
Yep.
You know, could you imagine if they had? Do they have Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS player like combos?
I mean, you can find anything
I
online.
assume a Blu-ray can play a DVD, but I'm not sure now that you mention it.
Right,
but they definitely have DVD VHS. We used to have one.
I used to have
that transition period, you know.
Yeah, I was talking with somebody down the street here, about 45 minutes away in the big city close to us here. There's still a Radio Shack open, and I was talking about going in there to just check it out, just to see what's in it. I'm sure it's just the same stuff you'd find at like Best Buy or whatever. But to go in there, and I bet you might be able to find that triple threat combo in there.
Maybe.
I smell a Cosmos road trip.
Quick, everybody to the local Radio Shack.
Everybody to the Radio Shack.
Blockbuster while we're on the way. Did you hear Blockbuster's coming back as a streaming platform?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to do something with the brand.
Blockbuster streaming platform?
Blockbuster streaming. Just
Okay.
another one to add to the list.
I think we're trying to get rid of our streaming services at this point. Not add more on.
I know all the ones I have now are like, oh, you only have the basic. If you want to watch without ads or get any of the good movies, you got to be a premium. I'm like, damn. Freaking Disney Plus is like $40 a month now or something.
Holy smokes.
Luckily, I get mine through my phone service because I have Verizon. And
we get
internet,
Netflix and Apple TV through ours. So that's two of the ones we keep. But
yeah, I have the only one I pay for. Yeah, is Netflix, and I have in HBO.
Nice.
So
we've talked about this before. I watch Tubi and Pluto TV, super free, like totally free. The other day, you guys will like this. John, I don't know, Chad, if you'll appreciate this as much, but my wife was like, let's watch, a quick half-hour show and let's eat dinner while we're watching a half-hour show. And my daughter was home with us, and she's a senior in high school, so she's the coolest of the cool, and we are not. So I decided, I'm like, hey, let me go on to Tubi and see what they've got. And with one of the first things in the little scroll there, Perfect Strangers. I popped on an episode of Perfect Strangers. She's like, oh, Dad, the whole time. And at one point, they made a little joke about Dolly Parton. And Balky starts doing his Balky Patokmas thing. And I look over at my daughter, and she's laughing. I'm like, yeah, I told you. Don't deny Perfect Strangers.
She's like, ugh, Dad, this movie's actually, but she'll never admit that it's funny.
She was like, it's just because they mentioned something that I know, Dad. It's not because it was funny. I'm like, well, you laughed.
You laughed. That's all that
Dad wins. Dad wins.
That's when Dad won. Daughter 0. Take that.
Great classic theme song from Perfect Strangers.
Oh man, that's what I said. I said the theme song alone should catch you. And we're listening to him like, what'd you think of the theme song? He goes, ugh, stupid.
Stupid.
I'm making her snottier than she is. But
I've actually never seen Perfect Strangers.
It was probably after. It was only on a few seasons, but
I think it lasted like 7 seasons.
Yeah,
it was on for a while. Yeah,
negative 8 by then.
The humor we had aged out of the humor.
It ended when I was 3 years old. I also just don't like sitcoms. What
year was that?
93. Well, yesterday. So
I was driving.
You were driving? That's dangerous, man.
It is.
While watching Perfect
Strangers. Driving
on the VHS tape in his car.
I was 17 turning 18 years old.
Holy crap. Wait, you were 18?
Don't do the math.
In 93?
Oh my God, that makes you 72.
So pretty close. Pretty close.
Makes you 35.
Listen, we got all
I'm taking all this as compliments, by the way.
All the age groups here.
every age group for the walks, every walk of life. But yeah, I was 12
years old listening to Ace of Base.
Oh,
living my best life.
You've seen that sign, man. You see the sign.
You saw the sign, and what was that other song? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl.
All John wants is another baby. He's gone tomorrow, boy.
I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. I rock. Perfect Strangers forever.
No, that's no doubt.
Would you say that Ace of Base is the 90s version of ABBA?
No.
They wanted to be.
I think so too. I've always nobody's ever said out loud to me the parallels there. But growing up, I'm like, these guys are just like ABBA.
Yeah, they wanted to be, but
okay. I didn't know if it was just me or not. And I love ABBA.
I like ABBA too. Mama
much higher ceiling to ABBA.
Yeah. Not so much Ace of Base.
No, not so much.
What was the one from Bridesmaids? The three girls. Hold on for one more day. What was it?
That's the Wilson
for one more day. That's Wilson Phillips.
That's the
Wilson Phillips.
Wilson Phillips. The Wilsons. I mean, they're sisters, but yeah, Wilson Phillips.
Yeah, I put them on the same plateau.
And then at the end of Bridesmaids, Wilson Phillips also appears at the end of that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
they're giving out the Wilson Phillips money.
I have seen it, but I don't remember that part.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's only for like a brief moment when they're doing that song, but yeah, so that was
sing. They sing their ass off.
Yeah, that's a good movie. But then we also
put any song on a beach, write the video on the beach, and you're good to go, right?
Isn't that how Oasis wrote all their songs?
Probably.
Beach.
Probably. Bet.
Oh. But I can't stand it. I hate Oasis.
Right? That's awesome.
I don't like Oasis. They're terrible.
Here's something. Since we're talking about like older music, did you guys see MTV kaput?
Just the music video portion. They shut down all their. I posted that they started in 81 and then I outlasted them.
They haven't made they haven't put a music video on their music video section in a long time. Let's just be real here.
Yeah.
They have like dedicated channels to it. That's the thing that people are thinking, oh, they're off the air, but they still play their crappy reality shows and stuff. But they finally put a fork in the music video part.
It seems like a lost opportunity, doesn't it? Because if there's any generation, it's our generation that would put on it. Like if they just did like 24 hours of just music videos.
Well, they did. They had multiple channels for each genre, and they've been doing it for 45 years.
Yeah.
Spoilers. That's how old I am. So they know their data, right? We're all going to YouTube.
That's true. Yeah, we're all going to like the particular like record label YouTube channels, like Napalm Records and all those other ones.
And not ABBA followed by Ace of Base.
Here's a question: do you guys ever do the like they have the music channels on the cable? What is it, like MCV Music, something like that ish? And they have different genres. Do you guys ever listen to that when you're hanging out?
I don't have TV or I don't have cable, dude. What is wrong with you?
Bragging again.
I think he's talking about like Satellite or something when they used to have the music, the early like music.
I remember, was it V? Yeah, wasn't there another channel that was called like VMA, VC?
VH1.
VH1. That was the other one. Yeah, that one was one. That one had the what was it? The house, like the Cribs. I think
Cribs was on MTV.
Was that on MTV? Okay, yeah. Or
VH1 had behind the music though. If you ask me, I think VH1 was much further ahead of MTV.
Yeah, the behind the music was great. And what was the pop-up videos? Those are great too.
The best. I learned so much from pop-up video.
So much.
I did enjoy it during the MTV era when you're flipping channels and you have, like Seether come on, and then like you're like, oh, this is a great song, and then next followed by Nelly Furtado, like just like the most random thing ever. I would love a radio station like that where they literally play everything.
I was gonna say that sounds like regular radio to me.
Well, I mean, like just that one channel though.
Sure.
Like nowadays, it's just all pop. One channel has all pop music, one has all rock. Like similar like the MTV music video stuff now. But I would love that, and it would not be like, the same 4 songs every time.
That's great. I think random radio is what you call it, and you just like You just play from 1940s to now, 1920s.
You just play everything.
Play the Anderson sisters right next to ABBA, right next to Ace of Base would be great.
And then you get farther, you're like Cannibal Corpse and Infant Annihilator and like all these other ones, like the brutal stuff. Nice. Like at night, Friday nights you play EDM and everything. You know, you play EDM and all the other like dance stuff. That'd be great. I would love that.
Love it.
I think I think 89X used to do that. Now I think about it, they used to play like their heavier stuff at night. But when I'm talking heavier, I mean like Kill Switch is what they considered like really heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I do too, but when I'm thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna listen to the brutal stuff now at night, I think of something like, you know,
Trapped.
Yeah, Trapped. You know, that those horrible humans. they can't even sell. They ruin their own career because they wouldn't shut up.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Chris Brown is a terrible man. Anyway.
Nice. Who is the artist that fell off the viewing the fastest? I've got a couple ideas in my head, but if you think about an artist or band or individual singer, whoever that fell off the quickest because of either their own actions or because of like mismanagement, who's the first person you think of?
Silverchair.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Oh, I forgot about Silverchair.
Yeah, the first album was amazing.
Walking up with the fever.
Yeah, the second album. Can't think of one song on it.
Yeah, no.
Circus. Is that what it's called?
Circus Survive.
Something like that. Their second album had like a circus theme thing.
Are you talking about Silverchair?
Yeah, Silverchair. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought you were talking about the band Circus. Okay, isn't it Circus Survive? Andy Green.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I think it's Circus. Man, band that fell off. Like, but it doesn't have to be like a one-hit wonder, right?
No, yeah, it can be whoever. Like somebody that you thought was gonna skyrocket, and then maybe 2 or 3 albums into it, just.
Michelle Branch.
Oh, that's a good one. I think she was great.
Yeah, I don't know. Like she just disappeared. I know she's still touring, but I don't think.
What was her big song? It was
1,000 Miles.
1,000 miles. I could walk 1,000 miles just to see you tonight. Right? That one?
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Wasn't that her?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Jewel. That was another one.
Yeah.
Who can
they were a group I remember like it was yesterday listening. It was probably watching MTV where they were talking. It was Kurt Loder. That's exactly what it was. Geez. The MTV News, and he started talking about like that group of musicians in that span of it. I think it was Jewel, Michelle Branch, there's a couple others there that I can't remember their names, but they were calling them like the Authentics because they were female singers who weren't just like blonde hair and pink dresses, up on the stage just singing. They could play music and they could write music and they could sing and they could do all the things. So I remember Kurt Loder, and for some reason that's always stuck in my head about calling them, that group of singers, musicians, the Authentics, which seems, I don't know, kind of mean to anybody else.
Authentics.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it was a rare thing back then to write your own music.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say what Fergie kind of popped up and then disappeared really quickly after the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really a big fan of hers to begin with, but she was.
She had a couple songs. Wasn't there one with a video where they were dressed up as like Girl Scouts or something? I can remember the visual. I can't remember the song.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So,
maybe I said too much.
Maybe. I don't know. I know Greta Van Fleet also kind of destroyed themselves.
Yeah.
Because I think, what was it? Like were they the ones who had, what was it? Let me see it.
They were on SNL and they had pretty good showing from what I remember. That's the only way I knew them. I was like, oh, these guys, this sounds pretty good. A little different, different sound.
Apparently it sounded like the band felt awkward and disappointing on SNL.
Oh, I didn't think that at all.
Young David.
Oh yeah, and then Eric Clapton, who went on the the racist rants and all that kind of stuff. They also,
yeah.
I was just looking at bands and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that Greta Van Fleet was rising up, and I wasn't very into that because they were like Led Zeppelin type, younger, and I was just like not really into them. But I remember that they were getting really popular. So, yeah. What about you, John? Who do you think fell off the face of the earth too fast?
The Traveling Wilburys.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. That's a band?
It should have been the biggest band in the world. The greatest supergroup of all time. Are you kidding me? Roy Orbison? Tom Petty?
Yeah.
George Harrison? Come on.
Do you think that they do you think they just wanted it to be like a fast thing? Like, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Candle in the wind situation.
If I remember correctly, I also think they said that Roy Orbison passed around and they were like, we're not going to do it without him. But I think they kind of got what they could. You know how those supergroup thing go. It's a lot of egos, multiple guitar players. That's never a good thing.
You don't need 3 guitar players.
Yeah. One that I thought of immediately was Billy Squier. 2 great albums and then 1 bad video. Remember the video? I'm trying to remember which video which song it was, but he's dancing around all crazy in this like pink shirt and like ripping his shirt off. And it was supposed to be, he was told that they were going to cut back and forth between him. They'll pick the good clips of him dancing and then they'll go back to the stage and they'll go back to like Girls on the Street or whatever it was. But they just had him for the 2.5 minute video just dancing around this room. And after that,
that's crazy. No, I actually didn't know much about his career, but
he's his first 2 albums are amazing. If you don't know, you've never heard his first 2 albums, The Stroke. Everybody knows that one. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Gosh, again, you talk about it and you're like, oh yeah, they're great, and then you can't remember anything about them. But
Fuel was another band that I was just thinking of too.
That's a good one
with Carl Bell and all them. I think. Yeah, because they made it. They got really big with that Hemorrhage song, and then they kind of blew up with the Daredevil soundtrack. And then after that, they just like disappeared. I know Chris Daughtry was offered to be their vocalist.
Oh, really?
When he was on American Idol, and now, I heard Chris Daughtry is terrible live though, which is kind of a bummer because I really liked him. I don't really listen to him all that much anymore. I know he's touring with more rock stuff. Like I know he just got off a tour with Nothing More, and so that was kind of cool.
Okay,
I want to see. I would still see Daughtry live, not as a headliner though.
Yeah,
I'd see him as
he was. You might have already said this. He was American Idol. Okay, trying to remember who he is. I can't remember.
He was the rocker one. He was the one that kind of got rock to into American Idol.
Okay.
And he did a bunch of Fuel songs. That was like his favorite band. And so he was on season. Did they ever
remake a Stained song?
He might have. I don't remember. I remember he did Hemorrhage and then Shimmer from Fuel, but I don't know if he did a Stained song.
I'm trying to remember. I can kind of think of the song, but I can't really remember the whole thing. Or any of it really, except for like I have the little bits of it. But it's fun.
Speaking of Stain, that's another band that kind of disappeared after a while. They had that song "It's Been a While," and it's been a while. And now it's been a while.
And he went on to a solo career though. So
he did. He does more country now than anything else. So
there was a band that was like kind of folksy that hit really big, like in 2010. Maybe it was like somewhere around 2010.
Monsters and Men.
Who was it?
Monsters and Men.
Oh no! Oh, I remember Mumford and Sons.
Oh, I hated them.
Oh,
they hit pretty big, and then just whoop, as far as I know.
Yeah, I think they're still around.
Are they really? Okay.
I could be wrong.
Maybe. I mean, as like Chad said, I'm 72 years old, so I can't remember all.
Your memory is pretty bad.
You have a good memory. They're actually playing in Mexico.
Oh, go see them.
Hop on a plane.
Pack your bags.
They'll be in the United Kingdom in February. So you're
of Monsters and Men is the band that I was thinking of that had like that folk tale type
Shirt Tails? No, John. Don't.
Yeah, Shirt Tails. No, Shirt Tails was this really weird band that was
2026 no Shirt Tails conversation.
There was a lion, there was a dog, and they were all
the episodes
singing.
hold up. I watched them on Tubi, by the way, but we can move on.
I don't believe you. I was on Tubi to watch that Space Truckers, and I could not, and I didn't see it, so therefore it's still not real. So
nice.
But yeah, of Monsters and Men, they did that song, Little Talks, and it was really great. It was a really good song. It was everywhere, and then they just disappeared into the wind. There at that album, I think it is just called folk, like fairy folk or something. Or I think it might just be called Animals now that I'm thinking about it out loud. That whole album is really good. So are they still around? And Men. All right, so let's get into the real question. What is your guys' goals for this year?
Nice.
To see Mumford and Sons.
Perfect. We got to fly to Mexico.
Awesome.
We got to fly to Mexico. I'm ready. Or across the pond. Pick one. John, what are your goals?
My goals, like a lot of people get joking about, just survive one more year, right? It's already been a rough first week of January.
No.
Can't even get all my projects in order, but I have multiple books planned this year, so I'm looking forward to that. I always try to do 3 or 4 different things, and 1 or 2 always sneak in that I didn't plan, so I always try to leave room for that.
Nice.
Get our first book should be in retail stores. I've been saying this for several weeks now, but any day now.
Amazing.
As we wait on a little bit of a shipping delay. So I'm very anxious to see how that goes. We've got books in January, February, March, April, and then the trade paperback for Drumsticks of Doom in June. So this will be my first big foray into retail. So I'm kind of putting a lot into that.
That's awesome. John, is this through nationwide retailers that will get you everywhere? Or is it regional right now and you're going to grow it as you go?
Yeah, so it's nationwide. Chad already knows behind the scenes. It's not a big secret. Mm-hmm. It's I was accepted into the Massive Publishing. It has a sub line called Massive Indies. If anybody's not familiar with it or they have questions about it, I didn't sign an NDA, so I'm happy to answer any questions. But yeah, you submit to them like you would to a publisher, and then they put you in the Lunar Distribution Catalog, which is kind of they kind of came on the scene a few years ago, and now with Diamond gone, they're really the bigger distributor.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like a subway to kind of a subletting of the publishing. You're not publishing through Massive. Mm-hmm. They're happy to let you use their logo, the Massive Indies logo, to promote, but you have all creative control. So it's been a cool experience. I think for us, we've been trying for a while to get in with publishers, and it just hasn't happened. And this might be the best way. It's you of course, you give a percentage to them for, they put you in their catalog and present it to shops and, market you on their social media and that stuff. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, again, you're the publisher, you're doing it all. You're setting up the shipping, you're sending it to the warehouse, you're doing all that stuff behind the scenes, just with a little help from them to get you in the doors of these U.S. comic shops.
Okay. Nice. That's amazing stuff.
Yeah. And other than that, I have taken a leadership responsibility through my daughter's scouting troop. So looking forward to volunteering more time with that. Trying to be, enjoy these last few years before she tells me she doesn't want to watch Perfect Strangers with me.
It'll come quick like that. It'll be fast.
And everybody's told me that from the day my son, he'll be 15 this summer. So I definitely am feeling it with him, but it absolutely goes by too fast.
He's finally told you, hey, I don't want to watch Perfect Strangers with you.
Finally.
The day comes for every
we were on the last episode.
Yeah.
The last episode.
Like you waited 7 years. We watched it in real time. Only 1 episode a week.
Maybe I should have started with like Family Matters. Maybe that should have been
the
spin-off of Perfect Strangers. Maybe I should have done that.
That's a great one.
But that's okay. That's all right.
You live and you learn.
I don't like sitcoms, so I'd rather jump off of a cliff.
Really? No sitcoms at all? There's no sitcom where you would say, yeah, that was pretty funny?
No. Okay. I don't find sitcoms funny at all. I find them.
I get it. I don't disagree with you,
like,
but I enjoy sitting down and watching them.
People are like, "Oh, Friends is hilarious." I'm like, "Friends is terrible."
No,
like it's the laugh tracks that get me though.
Yeah,
like that's the thing that I can't stand is laugh tracks. I don't want.
John, what's your go-to sitcom? What like growing up? What was something that you liked and you'd still like and watch and laugh at?
I mean, we definitely watched, the big ones, Full House, Family Matters. That we stuck kind of to those. I remember watching them, every Friday night or Saturday night or whenever they were on.
Yeah,
depending on what channels.
Sure.
Tuesday night, Crap-A-Rama or whatever day they had it on. But my favorite sitcom is Married with Children, probably. But
that's a great one.
That was the one show my mom was adamant she did not like. She didn't like The Simpsons, but she would let us watch it. But Married with Children, she's like, "Oh no."
That's funny. Mine was my parents did not let us watch Simpsons, but they seemingly had no problem with Married with Children, which
that's
weird. Funny to me. Yeah,
my mom didn't let me watch Simpsons either.
Yeah, and now you're like, why?
Right.
Well, it's a big deal.
Like nowadays, I'm like, man, South Park was, but it was weird because she didn't really care if we watched South Park.
Yeah.
So that's
very weird.
That was weird.
Yeah.
And they're on what, like season 22, 23?
I think they're on like season 30.
Oh, jeez, man, they've been going for a long time. Let's see. Yeah, because they started, it was maybe 1999, 2000. When they started, 1999, 2000, somewhere in there where they started.
Oh, 2028 is South Park.
Wow. Yeah, so he's right.
Yeah, so quite a long time. But Simpsons is on how many
36, 7?
Yeah, they got
it. They're renewed through 40. I know that, but
yeah.
That's my favorite show.
I mean,
if you count that as a sitcom, I mean that is kind of an animated sitcom.
Yeah, I have two go-to sitcoms. One is pretty standard. I'll sit and watch the Golden Girls all day long.
Oh, you're right.
I love the Golden Girls.
Oh, I used to watch that with my mom and MASH.
So MASH was a good one too.
I don't know why I didn't think of Golden Girls, but it's definitely of the highest of quality. Yes.
Sure. Yeah. And then another one, and this is kind of obscure, but my brother got me into this when we were 7 or 8, and I still watch it and still think it's funny. Night Court.
Yeah, another great one. Yeah.
Night Court was funny.
They tried to bring it back briefly, but
I watched the first season. It wasn't great.
I remember
sitcoms. I think that was a specific time, and
yeah.
especially in America where people, that's before your days, Chad. Feel fortunate.
I mean, I know Night Court. I know the name, but I've never actually seen it. So yeah,
I think it's streaming somewhere, but it's worth watching. It's worth watching.
I think it's on Tubi.
It probably is. They're actually Night Court probably got me into like Rat Pack stuff because he would talk about the Velvet Fog Mel Torme, and they would often play his music. And they kind of played it as a joke, and everybody else hated it, but Harry hated it. But I can remember as like I said, 9 or 10-year-old going, "This is pretty good. I kind of like this." And so I knew my grandmother liked Frank Sinatra, and they would always like weave in those references of the Rat Pack. So we were at my grandma's house, and I like started pulling out her records, and she let me, she would let me play them. And I would say that Night Court probably got me at least aware of that style of music. So thanks, Night Court, and thanks, Grandma.
It's actually on Amazon Prime.
Oh wow!
But I don't think it's all the seasons, though. I think it's just season 9.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh no,
well,
they have all
other than hunting down all 9 seasons of Night Court. What are your goals, Chad? What are you looking forward to?
Hunting down all 9 seasons of Night
Court. You gotta now. Now it's an obsession.
That's my whole thing. I really just building the RSB brand. That's my biggest thing this year. I don't think we're quite ready for the lunar massive market just yet. But that's probably my biggest goal is just building the brand and building awareness of us. And then I'm also working on a public domain book.
Nice.
So that's going to be fun.
Can you give us a little more information about that, or you want to kind of keep it?
I'm going to keep it tight until
it's about Robin Hood, and he's totally original. He didn't get the idea from anyone.
Yeah, it's Robin Hood, and Robin Hood teams up, and Captain Hook, nice. And they team up with Peter Pan.
Perfect.
To stop. Anyway, sorry, I can't remember what we were working.
You convinced me. You can have all my money.
No, it's gonna be a Christmas book.
Oh, fine.
So so I am working on something, and I could send you guys the script. It's been a lot of fun working on it.
This is a graphic novel style
Yeah.
book.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
awesome.
not doing
How
it as
many, like pages? Is it going to be a bigger graphic novel?
It's going to be about 148 pages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So,
Wow, yeah,
so that's going to be a pretty big. It's going to be a hefty boy.
Wow.
At least that's what I have forecasted. I mean, it could probably end up being shorter.
Yeah.
And then I am working on Bark in the Water. Lori Calcaterra just turned in her script for me on it.
Nice.
And so did Jay Hammond and Frank Martin. So all three of them did scripts for it. So I'm going to compile that into a graphic novel as well,
Nice.
and then run a Kickstarter on it. So,
That's awesome.
And then I'm working on Arc 2 of Set the Hook, but I don't know if that's going to come out this year. I think that'll probably be next year.
Are you going to keep the numbering for Set the Hook, or is it going to like start over like a 4-issue miniseries and then start over again at 1? Or
yeah, it's going to start over as a 4-issue miniseries. So each arc is going to be like an totally different story. Awesome. It's going to be familiar characters and everything, but it's not going to really correlate with the previous story. Okay. So you can pick up any of them that you want, and I kind of hope to keep it that way.
Smart.
Yeah, and I got a couple of one-shots I wanted to work on too in that world, with a angelfish dominatrix I'm working on. That one's going to be really funny because it's actually going to be a romance title because I wanted to do a romance. So it's going to be about a dominatrix falling in love. I'm going to kind of make it wholesome. I don't think I'm going to go all sexy on it like most of the Set the Hook stuff. I think I'm going to go make this like a very wholesome, like kind of feel good type story.
Good, clean, and wholesome.
Mm-hmm. Because you can only do so much for the, sexy and gritty and everything. You got to kind of clear your brain and be sweet for a little while. What about you, David?
Similar thing. So I'm about to publish issue 35 of The Offspring. My plan is to get to issue 40 by the end of this year. So I've got most of those the last next 2 or 3 issues for the most part written, or at least bold pointed out, so I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going for the whole series. But I've got it pretty solidly ready to go. It's just a matter of, you guys know, drawing it and inking it and coloring it and all that stuff. So that is going to be my main crux of the year. I do want to talk with you guys more about starting up that Kickstarter and getting that going. I'm hoping like February. What do you guys think?
Why not right now? I'll open up Kickstarter right now. We can start importing.
Well, I want to do it on my own. So while I know you guys would probably have advantages in doing it on somebody that's already set up one.
Here's the thing you can do. Do it as like you could send us as collaborators.
Okay.
So we can go through our account and we can import stuff over just so you can have like the bones of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
whatever you guys think will be best. So we'll talk more about like we've already talked about. I want to do it. I don't want to do it with The Offspring. I want to do it with Latent Lightspeed. So my 125-ish page graphic novel, and use some of my other one-shots as like bonus things, and talk really about just the easiest way to be able to do it, the amount of money I would want to like shoot for. That would be a realistic goal for something like what I said, because as you guys know, the only thing my comic will really cost me is time, because I do it all myself. So to start off with asking for like $20,000 is a little ridiculous. So thinking about just a common sense number for something that would help me to be able to add to production run, add to print copies, add to merchandise, add to other things to be able to plus up what I'm doing in 2026, because really that's what we're all trying to do here, right? Plus it up. So so continuing our conversations is also a main goal for me. I think after getting issue 35 out, I'll feel like I already started the year off, you know what I mean, with already publishing something early in the year, so that if the Kickstarter takes a little bit of my focus away, to be able to focus on that while still trying to get out 36 in the next month or 2 months, then I won't feel like I'm dropping the ball or losing control of the ship or anything. So.
Yeah, I think you're already ahead of the game in that regard. Then I think sometimes going into the first couple, you think there's so much you're going to be able to do and all, and it does end up kind of taking your attention away and that extra time that you have to, sit down and write a page, or in your case, draw a page or whatever. So yeah, you want to give it the most attention you can, realistically. Of course, the other things in life don't slow down either. So
Right.
no, that'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun thing to kind of catalog and check in on this show throughout the year. And
yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's probably overdue. I probably should have done it 2 or 3 years ago, but it really always was just putting out content. Just getting that content out and out and out and out. But now I can safely say that I think I have enough content to prove that I'm doing it.
Right.
So, maybe 35 more issues.
Yeah. So time to take it to the next level. And I appreciate your guys' help in doing that. You guys have been a momentous, like, even not just helping me with the Kickstarter, but like trying to move me to the next step of what I'm trying to do as a creator. So if it weren't for you guys, the Cosmos here, I don't know how you wouldn't try it. So
please
thank
don't
you
put that on record that it's our fault.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Judge, please strike that from the record.
Yeah, can we like
terminate this recording?
Please.
We do it live here. We no edits.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
Ask though, our next show is going to be the 21st.
Nice.
All right.
Are we done already?
No, I'm just
I was gonna
going
say.
over there real quick.
He's got, he's trying to stay organized.
Yeah, Lori Calcaterra wanted to jump on with us.
Okay.
Probably on either that Monday or the 4th of February. Although now that I think about it, I don't think I will be here for the 4th of February. I think I double booked myself.
Oh no.
For a show.
That's okay. I think sometimes the best time to have a guest on. I mean, obviously you would love to have her on and talk about collaborating together, but David and I can grill her.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to kind of fill the void when somebody's off. There'll be definitely days in summer this year where I'll be gone.
And then, of course, I will not return in Avengers Doomsday. So we can all not worry about that. None of the Cosmos will be returning for in Avengers Doomsday.
What do you guys think of the trailers they've been putting out?
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah. I haven't watched much. I mean, everybody's been, posting it everywhere, so it's hard to avoid. I've tried to in the later Marvel things to kind of go in without, watching every single frame, because it's just like now I sound like every, whiny nerd on the internet. It seems like they will spoil like every scene of the movie before you see it. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. Like I'll see a little trailer for it on Instagram or wherever I'm at. I'll try to flip past it. Because I'm like, I got it. I know these characters. I know what's going to happen. Just write a good movie. Make a good movie. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I totally get it too, but they got to get the hype going. But I'm like, how cool would that, Cyclops scene been to have actually seen for the first time at the theater?
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
like they didn't, I don't think that needed to be in the trailer. I think that should have been like because that's like a staple thing that happens.
I've loved the memes with the Sentinels that have come out since then. Like,
the memes with the Sentinels.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of them because you can see the shadows of them behind them.
Yeah, you can see
like backing into the bush like Homer. Like,
Have you seen the one with James Marsden where he's in like Hop and then he's in Sonic and then he's with Rocket in the cars, like the trifecta?
Especially since I always confuse him and Chris Pine, so I'm like, wait a minute, he wasn't in. And I was like, took me a while to realize who was in the scene.
Yeah, he, for whatever reason, he just has a habit of driving anthropomorphic animals in his car. If they don't do a scene with him with Rocket, I feel like that's
got to be the post-credit scene.
Yeah. Like he's just driving him, and he's in the yellow, and like I'm sorry, but I don't think James Marsden. I don't think he should be in the white or the blue and yellow suit.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I've always liked the blue and yellow as far as X-Men, but I'm not a huge.
Yeah. No, I really like it. It's just him in it. Like it's not like for him. I'm like I think he's. I mean, but again, this is being a wine baby.
What is Cyclops' other colors?
He has that black and red.
Oh
one.
Yeah, where it pulls over his head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that weird one from, and I hate that one too. I mean. So yeah, obviously go with the blue one, but I just feel like with James Marsden, it's like he's a really he's kind of bigger now.
Oh,
so
really?
and this is me
We
kind
all
of
are,
being
man. That's okay.
so I'm like looking at him and I'm like, well, but we'll see. I mean, it's fine. I'm just being a nitpicky little, critiquey gremlin about it. So it's like, but I saw Ian McKellen. I did see him as Magneto, and oh my god, like he's like aged.
Yeah. It's like that's another thing that I didn't need to see because obviously it's like they both looking a little rough there.
Yeah. So I'm like,
let them move on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, at least
but hopefully it's cool in the movie. I probably will see it. I am still excited about it. I will say that now we can retire the jokes about who's going to be in Doomsday because Chad made his joke now. But I also saw one today that said your dad who went out for cigarettes 20 years ago will be in a return yesterday. And I was like, that's got to be the best one. We can't go any better than that.
There's one I did see one that I really like that it was just this one guy said, and I too will return in Avengers. And I was like, sweet and simple. that one was great.
Emperor Palpatine.
I will be honest, I'm a little weary of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Yeah. Like I understand the casting, I understand the grab, the viewers with it. But it just doesn't seem to make any sense. I hope through the story it makes sense.
Yeah, that's my only hope for it. I'm trying not to overthink it, but I can't imagine he's going to leave us.
We all know he is a variant.
Yeah,
like he's not going to be the original like Doom in the MCU.
No. Yeah,
it'll probably be watch it be like Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like the old Mr. Fantastic, whatever his name is from the 2004 Fantastic Four. Watch it be somebody. I heard the maker is also
Ian Gulford.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Something. He also might be the maker, but yeah, that would be interesting. I think it's a little too early to include him and all that, but why not? If you're gonna have Alan Cumming and
I haven't even seen Fantastic Four yet. I don't know.
Was it Casey? Why can't I remember his name? The guy who plays Beast.
Kelsey Grammer.
Thank you. Yeah. Kelsey Grammer. He's back. All the original X-Men people are back, and that's gonna be interesting. I guarantee you they're gonna kill them off.
Probably
like they did in the Doctor Strange Fantastic Four.
Yeah. The Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah, which didn't make it because now Patrick Stewart's back, so it's like, okay, well he wasn't dead.
Again, now we're going off the rails on Marvel stuff. But they had the perfect chance to fold him back in when they did the thing in Wanda and Vision.
Yeah,
they did.
The other Quicksilver.
They did.
They did. Who's not returning in Avengers Doomsday? Quicksilver.
Neither one.
Neither one of them are.
I was like, oh man, that would have been so perfect.
Yeah.
She caused some sort of rift, and now they came through.
Yeah.
I would have been nice to bring it because they had Wiccan and Speed were both in there too, and they'll probably be older. That would be cool.
I'd be excited for Young Avengers. They've been talking about it for 5 years, and now the kids are 30.
Now they're all going to be old.
Yeah, right. We have to recast everybody.
The middle-aged Avengers.
They're all there.
The regular Avengers.
Like, what was it? Patriot was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And then you have Toro the Falcon, American Chavez.
Chavez, yeah.
I mean, the only two that would be there, Wiccan and Speed are the only two that would be, you could still cast because they're young.
Yeah.
So you could still make either.
Wiccan's was in Agatha.
Yeah. Is he older?
I mean, he was probably 17 in the show, so by the time they get around,
I didn't watch Agatha. So
yeah,
it's worth watching. It's worth watching. It's a fun ride.
Yeah, I just mean he has more time.
Yeah,
like when it comes to being in there. Oh, and then you had the Black Knight. Like
not Inhumans. What was the one that Eternals?
Yeah.
And can I be honest? I didn't get all the way through it.
Oh, I hate that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, am I
terrible.
missing something here? I know it didn't do well, but normally what didn't do well doesn't mean anything to me because I could really like it, and even if it didn't do well.
I wanted to give it a fair shot, and I was like, yeah, it was fine, but they missed a lot.
I never got through it. A couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, maybe I should give it another shot. I'm like, no, I got other things to do.
I have a life, and I have fun.
Yeah, don't feel bad about that.
Yeah. Here's my question: since we're talking about like the multiverse stuff and all this, how long? Because movies will be made for the next 100 years, right? How long? Well, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. How long until DC and Marvel set up a thing to where they start doing the amalgam universe?
Oh, I think that's coming sooner rather than later.
You think so? Like in the next 20 years?
Probably.
Gosh, I would say, considering everything that's going on right now in the Marvel universe, you got that DCKO, which is bringing like all different types of properties into the mix. You have Godzilla versus Marvel and all that stuff. It's like,
that matters.
I could see that maybe in the next 5-10 years.
Oh, maybe. Wow.
At least as like animation. Movie like live action, I don't think so. Right now.
You're probably right about that.
So, but I would love to see like Batclaw and Bat Thing and
Speed Demon would be awesome.
Speed Demon would be
Lobo the Duck.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah.
Generation Hex.
Oh yeah,
Jonah Hex and Chamber.
Magneto and his Metal Men.
Magneto and the Metal Men. Yeah. Oh man, that'd be good. Dr.
Iron Lantern. Fate. Oh boy, there's so much to do with that.
If they have to do Doctor Strange Fate just to make fun of his name.
Warner Brothers, they'll definitely be into it.
Yeah,
they'll do anything.
Doctor Strange Fate, Spider Boy.
Yeah. The way it's going, though, it seems like all these companies are just kind of buying themselves, and it's going to end up being one big conglomerate thing. Of the one company owns every character that ever existed. So, I mean, like I said, Chad said, give it 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, what Oni Press just is doing some Archie stuff.
Right
now, so they just launched that. So everything is becoming like, I could definitely see all, especially like the smaller companies, them just combining like IP, like just doing a bunch of crossover stuff, like IPs that keep them alive. Yeah, because people are gonna read them. I mean, they had that Archie Punisher team up and the Archie Ninja Turtles team up. I mean, I would love to see more of that stuff. Even Archie Predator, that was like from 2013. That was pretty recent.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was Archie Predator, I think it was. And it was actually
definitely think if this wave of Marvel and the DC under James Gunn don't hit like they want, you'll be seeing some amalgam.
They'll need to do something different. I mean, if this doesn't like spark a universe for DC like it did for Marvel, then gosh, what is in your guys' opinion the biggest obstacle to DC just being able to put out? Superman was good. I really liked Superman. I think it was a good 21st century representation of that character. But, and I won't specify my buts, right? But what do you think is the biggest obstacle to DC just putting out solid movies?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Writers, maybe too many hand cooks in the pot from the executives.
Maybe.
So, I mean, that's why I know people are like, oh, bring back the Snyderverse. And the Snyderverse was garbage. Let's be real. Nobody really liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody's just hating on James Gunn. And so far, I mean, James Gunn made Peacemaker was great. And I liked Creature Commandos.
I love Peacemaker. I think Peacemaker is a great show.
Yeah.
I mean, now, I just think it does seem like they haven't, obviously, whatever you feel about the Snyderverse, like it or lump it, sometimes when you go all in with one person and it doesn't work out right, that takes a long time to kind of work through, and then people aren't as into it. I think Marvel really got lucky. They hit lightning in a bottle. And if you don't hit on the big characters at DC, what do you have left, right? But I guess you could say that about Marvel too. I mean, they found hits in, Guardians of the Galaxy and other things that maybe they didn't think were going to.
Yeah, but they already
even Iron Man, they weren't prepared for that to be as successful as it was. But
I don't know.
Maybe
they hit with Iron Man, Thor, and
that was long before. But that's what I'm saying. Once you get through the big three at DC,
Yeah.
And again, we're like you guys said, their products have been good. Their animation has been good for a long time. They put out a ton, and they just haven't hit it in the $1 billion movie category. That doesn't mean, they're not putting out good stuff, but
and people
I don't know what it is. I think they just haven't found a way. They have too many missteps again with the non-big names that kind of just sell the movie, the Green Lanterns and the Aquamans and if you're going to really build up that universe, you have to, really hit on those tertiary characters. I mean, I know we as comic fans consider them bigger, but to the average person, they're just like, who the hell is that?
But you can't sit there and
have go talk to some fish.
You can't have a movie and say, oh, this is going to be the Superman movie. Oh, we're going to do a Batman versus Superman movie. We have a Batman movie. Like, that's not really how that's going to work. Oh, no, John died. So, but yeah, I just think it's too many. I think I agree with John on that. But I also think that executives are kind of like, well, you can't do that. We got to make things dark and gritty.
Yeah.
You got to do that. And I'm not saying that Superman can't be gritty. Sure. I mean, look at All-Star Superman.
Yeah.
And, that was a pretty sad, or the Earth 1 Superman. So you could do a Red Sun. You can do it. It's just, it still has to be Superman. Like that's the thing you got to keep in mind.
I think you're absolutely right. That's a big fear of execs, is like they are afraid of the property. Like they think that kids won't relate to Superman or Wonder Woman because Truth and Justice and whatever they're calling it now, Truth and Justice and Brighter Tomorrow. But I think if you look at like one of the best Superman stories that I've ever read in the last 20 years was True Justice in the American Way, where he's fighting the elite. Is that what it was?
That's a one shot though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a one and done issue. Yeah. And it's, I would say, probably one of the best Superman stories I've read in a long time. But to be able to adapt that in long form, like 2-hour movie style, I think
they did.
They did in a cartoon.
Well, they did the animation. Yeah, they did
the animation, but not live action. But to be able to add that, and you can expand on the premise. But to be able to do that, I think it does two things. It shows Superman's, BA, and it shows, that you can still have that moral compass, that moral code, and be BA, and not have to like resort to, being a jerk and name calling to be irrelevant, right? Or to get the job done, or whatever phrase you want to say. So there's so much political, social analysis in there. It's ridiculous, I think, but I'm not
funny. It's funny you bring that up. The Superman book. I have Truth, Justice, and the American Way in a trade paper, because it came in a trade paperback with multiple of them. I'm looking at my shelf and I'm like, I don't see it. But then again, none of my stuff is in alphabetical order right now. I actually got to do that. Actually, whatever happened to Man of Tomorrow,
I wonder why, when you see huge hits like Spider-Verse and these Pixar movies, they're all $1 billion movies, like, yeah, maybe that's what Warner Brothers needs to do, is realize their best stories are animated and invest in it.
Yeah. And
people will go to see it.
Yeah.
We've shown that, like, when you get a good, true all ages movie, those are the ones that, go through the moon.
I would say maybe too, like Marvel rolled the dice on Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe like a Justice League International type thing, where they have some beef characters in there, and then Batman's there, and he's like servicing the plot, and he's his mentor and all those kind of things, but he's not the main character. Like the crux of the story is having these B heroes, like have them like overcome their obstacles, while Batman is Batman. He'll always be Batman. But maybe that's a sidebar movie that they could do that could expand the universe without trying to shoehorn characters into like a Superman movie or a Batman movie or a Wonder Woman movie. I don't know.
This is it.
Nice.
It's Superman, the greatest stories ever told, is what it was binded into. So if you ever get a chance, this is the trade that it was put into.
Yeah, I think I have that one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Does that one also have Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow?
Let me see. No.
Because I think that's the greatest Superman story ever told.
I have that one too. Or is it also in this one? Whatever Happened to the Man? No, it's not in this one. But I do have that one, the Alan Moore comic. That one is very good too.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the best Superman stories ever. You get to watch, and I think All-Star Superman is really good as well. But I don't think anything can top whatever happened.
That's one of only a handful of Superman stories I've read is All-Star.
Yeah.
Shockingly, not a fan, huh, John? Not a fan of the soups.
Yeah, just when I was a kid, it was like, you went to the shop, you had a couple bucks. I started with Marvel, I stuck with it. And then honestly, it was like with the DC characters being in fictional cities, I don't know, maybe I felt like that was not. Maybe I was like, well, I want to see
the best
New York and LA.
I get that.
Yeah. One of the best ones to also read is Superman Smashes the Klan. Because that was like based off the old radio show back in the day. So they did a comic book version of it. Yeah. It's really good. It's a young adult, but
okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, those old radio serials are great. I've got a bunch of them in CD, and you can find them on YouTube or on other streaming platforms, right? And the Superman, the Batman, Green Hornet, the Phantom, those were, gosh, I would love to see those make a comeback because not that I'd be the only one listening to them, but gosh, they just like shot your imagination to the next level. It was I love them.
Yeah, they have all of the Shadow.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's the Shadow that they have the old radio serials on YouTube. I would love to do I think it would be great if some people could do radio serials again. I think that'd be great. Yep, they do. It's a 5-hour Shadow radio program. It's 5 hours long.
Nice. There's a comedian also. I'm trying to remember his name. He worked with comedy Bang Bang. That's not what it's called.
Comedy Bang Bang.
Comedy Bang Bang. Yeah. He was there. He did a bunch of those radio shows, and they were just like, I think they were just like mystery comedies. They just kind of made these scripts and put them out there. And I think they did some of them live also. So they had a stage and a crowd. And did them live. So there's some people that have tried to, kind of bring back that idea of the radio program. But it's
definitely, there's all kinds of murder mystery ones and all kinds of.
It also dawned on me too that I'm like, they need to bring back the radio serials, and then I forgot audiobooks is a thing.
Right.
Yeah. But all right, guys, we are out of time.
Holy smokes.
Out of time.
Yeah.
Check us out again, 2nd and 4th Wednesday of the month. We will try to stay on our regular schedule. We did a pretty good job in year 1, and we're actually approaching our 1-year anniversary in March. So
nice.
Hopefully have some guests on. And
what's the date of our next show here, guys? The last Wednesday in January, the 28th. Is that what we're doing?
No, 21st.
21st. Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? We are kind of early.
Are we?
Yeah, we could do the 1st and 3rd. We usually do the 2nd Wednesday. We kind of snuck in here.
Oh, we did do. Oh, that's right, because we didn't do 2. We talked about that because we didn't do 2 in December. Yeah. So 21st or the 28th.
I'm free either of those days.
All right, let's make it the 21st.
Yeah, let's do it.
Change it up on the fly. It'll be 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of the month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Until further notice. Until morale improves.
Haha.
So morale's
bad. Oh no.
Our morale's bad because it's the freaking. Well, it's the beginning of the year. My morale
will be great because it's the beginning of the year. We get to start all over.
I try.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
What did Lori just say? My kiddo has youth group on Wednesday. She wants to know if she can join in the car on the 21st.
Sure.
She can join from wherever she needs to join.
I told her sure that'd be kind of funny.
Be prepared to talk about the Perfect Strangers.
Yeah,
your favorite sitcom of the 80s,
The Perfect Strangers.
She also has a Kickstarter coming out next.
Nice.
There you go.
I think
she can show us how it's done.
We need a Perfect Strangers and Stranger Things crossover. Just saying.
Also, we need David to sign off the show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm signing off. The Dance of Joy from Perfect Strangers, but the Cosmos edition, and I can't get up and do it. So now we do the Cosmos Dance of Joy. Hilpa.